Hi everyone, Bandana here. I hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to Mistfall Hunter, a brand new PvPvE experience coming soon. However, you can experience it right now as there is a free playtest on Steam where they are asking for feedback from those who play it. Now this is a mix between Elden Ring, Dark Souls and Tarkov. So you've got the RPG brutality element, and then you've got all the elements that you would expect from the PvPvE of Tarkov as well. So you've got a RPG style of map and character class and everything else, and then you've got all the stuff around it, such as quests and items and losing your items on death, etc., that you would have in Tarkov. So, you know, a bit of a mishmash of all these things. And as we've seen with some other games recently, this is becoming the new norm, is to trying to fuse some stuff together to make a better game out of those varying concepts. So as I say, you can go down to the description, click on the Steam link right now and go and download it or ask for access, and I'm pretty sure they're letting everybody in at this stage, so you can go and play it yourself right now. But let me give you a little overview of the game so far. So I've been playing as a Shadow Strix, which is the rogue, but there are different classes. So there is the mercenary, basically your warrior. You've got a sorcerer, your mage or caster. You've got the black arrow, that's your ranger, obviously. As I say, Shadow Strix, your rogue. And then you've got a seer down at the bottom, who is kind of your priest-type character. Apparently better in teams at the moment, rather than playing this character in solo. But obviously, there's going to be a lot of rebalancing, so I'm sure they will make it so that that can be played better in solo. You can make one of each character class if you wish. I've just been playing as the rogue at the moment, and I've only managed to sink a couple of hours into it so far, but it's actually quite a lot of fun. And even as a solo, it doesn't feel like I'm having a horrible time or anything. It's quite well set up, and I've only bumped into one other person, but we didn't engage each other because we were on the opposite side of a wall. So we could hear each other, but we didn't actually engage. So basically, it's set up in this respect a lot like Tarkov in my mind. You've got, obviously, your character here. You've got your team. The options currently are solo or trio. Obviously, you can do matchmaking as well with trios or play with friends. You have various different options when it comes to progression. Obviously, you can just play the game and you pick up new items, but as you play the game, you'll also complete your journey. So if you click on journey at the side there, you'll see that there are various chapters, and it's all about just playing the game. So as you play the game, get in to battle, kill a mob, it'll all go to your stats, and then it updates this page, and then you get rewards just for doing the basics in the game, which I think is really nice. Obviously, Tarkov does something very similar, and a lot of these games, I guess, do, but I didn't realize this was there at first, and it was a nice surprise when I suddenly clicked on it. I was like, oh, what's that that's flashing at the side? And, you know, there's a load of loot there for me. And I think it's really nice that, yes, you can go in the game and you can get loot, but it's nice that there are quests and things that guarantee there's always some other way for you to have loot available or items available for your character. As you can see, I'm now on to Chapter 2, and I'll be working my way through these just by going into the game and playing. Then you've got daily investigation, so various daily quests. You've got weekly quests as well, and then you've also got a training record. So these are more advanced training sessions. I haven't done any of these yet because, again, I didn't realize they were there at first, but there you go. You can do some advanced training stuff and get rewards for that. If we go back, each character class has skills. So within those skills, you have the option of 2 different weapon types for each character class. For the rogue or the Shadow Strix, you get dagger or dual blades. As you can see, the dagger gives you the ability to stealth. The dual blades has various attack abilities depending on what you click in key combination. And then below that, you also have selectable skills for Q and E. These are obviously more advanced skills that do something a bit special. This one, for example, does physical damage to enemies, but also reduces their energy. and then this one dashes forward through the enemy doing physical damage. I found that's quite handy if the enemy has a shield, because I just go straight through the shield. And then there's various other ones as well, like this one I recently unlocked from leveling up. So different stages of attack. I haven't actually played with the dual blades yet, so maybe I'll do that today. Then on top of that, you've got talents. So each character class has a set of talents. Obviously you can see they're kind of clustered into different groups. So you've got sneak stuff, accumulated damage, common stealth enhancement, another stealth enhancement, dual blades advantage if you're using the dual blades a lot, poison crow mark enhancement if you're using the poison crows is one of your skills, you know, smoke bomb enhance. There's, as you can see, something for everything you have access to, and then some stuff you unlock once you level up as well. But there's plenty of options, and there's going to be various different ways to build these characters. Then you got your warehouse. Pretty standard stuff in any of these games. It's where you're storing all of your gear. Obviously, much more reminiscent of Tarkov than Hunt Showdown, for example. So in this, you don't have unlimited space, but you can get more space by upgrading your camp. And upgrading your camp is just done by finding items like the resin or stone blocks and things in the game. And as you can see, also as rewards for various quests and just ticking boxes by playing the game, you get the option to choose a reward from a chest. So I could choose whichever building material I need to upgrade my camp, and I'll get to the camp in a minute. Here you can also see your loadout for your character. If you die, you lose the items you have. However, you always start again with a basic set of items, including healing stuff. So you are never left without anything. You always have something, which I think is really good. So you always have some items for your character. You're never left sort of empty-handed and praying that you have enough cash or going in with nothing. You always get the basic stuff back. You have a jar here which allows you to collect the coin when you're in the game, and you can upgrade this at the camp so you can get more and bring more out with you. There are various levels of gear. Obviously you can see there is obviously white gear, which is common, and then you've got rare material, which is green, and then you've got excellent material or excellent items, which are blue, and then there's purple, and I assume there is legendary, which will be orange as well. I think they're just sticking to that formula. Shop. You've got a standard shop, basic gear, premium shop, fancier gear, accessory shop, other bits and pieces. The items come in a variety of forms. You can't wear everything as every character class. Some stuff is specific for certain classes, especially when it comes to the weapons, obviously. So I can't equip a bow as a Shadow Strix, but I can collect bows in the game and sell them. So I would just sell those to the shop. But other items such as armor and things, generally you can put them on. However, the stats might not be too beneficial for you. So you're trying to find stuff that kind of matches your character class and your abilities, or is giving benefits that are most beneficial for you. However, you'll notice in here, you know, there is various types of items available, giving various different upgrades and bolstering different things. I'm just looking through so you can see. But there's lots and lots of different items already. And the shop, obviously, you can just sell stuff. Camp. All of these items in your camp are upgradable, so it's a bit like Tarkov in that respect as well. Goddess statue upgrades your Springhorn. The Springhorn is an item which gives you instantaneous healing. So the health potions in the game are healing over time, but the Springhorn gives instant healing, and you get so many charges of that. But upgrading the Goddess statue means that it heals more of your health. So beneficial leveling that up. And every time you level it up, you complete a little quest in your journey for it generally as well. So you get a reward for that. This is your upgraded pool for in the game, so you can bring out more money effectively. Again, you level it up by finding items in the game or in chests. The warehouse, again, a bit like Tarkov, you can do upgrades. You upgrade the warehouse, you can have more things in your warehouse. Upgrade your shop, you get more items to the shop. Auction house, this is the player auction house, so you can buy stuff off other players. Again, leveling this up allows you to put more items on the auction house. And then the tavern unlocks Heroes Ale, and I assume other bits and pieces. I haven't done this yet. Bear in mind that a lot of these upgrades also cost currency. So you want to be building up that currency, selling items, and completing quests to get the currency as well. Auction house, straightforward enough. You can specifically select stuff for your character class, so daggers, for example, for me, and then I could say I just want to see all of these items, which are epic. Maybe we do orange. There's no orange. Is there any orange in the entire... I don't think there's... There might not even be orange items in yet. I don't know. Oh, there are down here, look. Okay, so so orange is legendary. There we go. So necklaces and rings. So there you go. There's loads of items on here. Obviously, they're costing a lot. Much more than I have, but I've only played a little bit, so I wouldn't expect to have a huge amount. Let's go. There's a leaderboard as well, so you can see what people have been doing and how they're playing and stuff, if that's your thing. So, game itself runs pretty smoothly. The combat is pretty fluid. I've not had any major hiccups there. Only concern at the moment for me being in the UK is the nearest server is VA. So I'd be concerned about the PvP side of things because I'm going to have a delay. And obviously the other one is KR, which I assume is Korea, which is going to be even worse. So yeah, that's the only thing. You can change the matchmaking to solo or trio. Obviously there's training grounds tutorial stuff as well. I've just been playing solo so far, but let me take you in and let's have a quick go of the game. We don't have to spend ages in here. We can just whiz in and go. It will warn you that you can lose your items, obviously. I'm not bothered about losing the items, as I say. It's quite, it would be a shame to lose very high-level items, I guess. But when you've just got sort of a handful of basic stuff, it's not too concerning. I don't know if there's an MMR or anything at the moment. We could be going in against some very brutal other players for all I know. But it's not sort of been a major issue. Once you're in, you go straight in. The map will close around us. So if I just quickly go to the map, you see this circle? So it's a bit like PUBG and Warzone, etc. That's going to move in. So we're here. And we need to move in over. There's some enemies in here. Let's use our abilities. That's pretty good. Obviously, it's AoE as well, so they've done a bit of damage to us, but nothing too bad. I've only really had issues with big, nasty enemies so far. The little ones are pretty easy to kill. Okay, so we've got some simple leather braces there that we've equipped, so that's good. It auto-equips anything you can wear. This is Training Apprentice, so that's for a Sorcerer and Seer. So some items are specific to classes, as I said. We can go this way and sort of head towards the center. Oh, enemy. Oh. My mouse sensitivity, I think, is slightly too high for this game when I'm swinging around and stuff. We've got a carved amulet there. What does that do? Oh, that increases our health, but it's the same that we already have, so we're not too worried about that. There are chests in nearly every room, so make sure you have a look around. In fact, I might have missed one in here. But nearly every room has a chest, so make sure you just double back and check. Nothing there. There's also this room. Oh, this is just a set of stairs, I think, rather than... Oh, this is a proper room. Hang on. Go. You sort of auto-lock on enemies, so it's not too stressful in the grand scheme of things doing combat. That's a much bigger room. That's called the Drill Yard or Beast Pen. It's probably got a big enemy in. A chest over there. It's really easy to fill up your inventory very quickly in this game, I've noticed. So I would just note that my Q that I just used there is a targeted ability, in the sense that I have to aim it. It's a bit like shooting a gun or an arrow. There we go. Let's keep moving. Let's have a switch up, actually, because I've not tried the dual blades, so we'll just give them a quick go while we're running around. I just want to get into this area so that we're not worrying about everything coming in. So the escape in this game is really clever. To escape from this game, you have to kill a bell, and that gives you another bell. There are 3 enemies here. How difficult is it going to be for me to kill 3 enemies? Let's find out. Oh, that's a big guy. Oh, that hurt. That was quite... I've not had that happen before. I'm going to hit R and use my special healing. You can dodge in this, but I don't feel like I'm fast enough to do it at the minute. I'm just going to press 3 and drink one of my heal over time things. That's a mini boss or an elite enemy, I think. Gives us some throwing axes. There is a big chest here. Okay. I've not seen many big chests yet, because I'm probably... Ooh! Okay, that's something for camp upgrades. I've not seen that before. That's my first purple item, actually. I don't know what that is. I think we'll just stay away from that. Let's try going... Oh, I've been in that room before. Let's not go in there. There's various ways through into different rooms. The damage from these is pretty good. Because there's 2 of them, it does a lot more damage than the dagger. As you can see, there's various ways to jump down into rooms and get through and things like that. I can't hear any other players at the moment. Let's drop down into here. Let's kill this character, or this enemy. Lovely. As you can probably already tell, my inventory is getting full very quickly, as I say. So there's an element of you've got to kind of pick and choose what you're collecting here. Just taking everything isn't going to be worthwhile. Obviously, we can crouch and get through some gaps. What's in there? Soul Tower. This is a tower. Oh, a flying enemy. That's new. Oh, that is new. Okay. I don't like you. I've not seen a flying enemy before. Just some throwing daggers. I'm not even going to bother picking that up, I don't think. I think that's an enemy character walking around. Rather than a player. Let's open this and go into this tower. Don't know what the Soul Tower is. We can shut doors behind us to stop enemies following us. That's the woodlings, so they're going to enter soon. I think someone might have been through here, because that surely should be a doorway, not just an enemy sat there. Some enemies I just generally don't want to fight. Is there a chest up here? Yes, there is. So, always worth going up the towers. Oops. Used my E ability. Didn't mean to. So what we need to look for is where these bells appear. So they will ping up on the screen if we're near one. We aren't going to go that way and pick a fight with him. We will go this way. I keep hitting E to use the door by mistake. Still haven't heard any of the players at the moment. Ow. Inventory's full. That could be another player. That could definitely be another player. Could also just be an enemy smashing at a door, because they do that. I haven't seen any sign of the bells yet. I don't think they show up on the map either. I'm right in the center of this circle. Can I go... Let's go back this way. I'm pretty sure that's just an enemy on a door. Let's try going this way. We're in the center of the circle, so we've got a bit of room. Big enemy. There's the dodge. Ow, 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 ow. That was, again, a mini boss. I think it's worth closing doors behind you, just because if a player does come up behind you, then at least they're going to have a hard time killing you quickly, before hopefully you realise what's going on. Eye of True Sight. I collected that. I can't collect that, though. Inventory's full. No big chest there. Let me just grab... Do I have more potions? I do. Oh, there's a chest there. Okay. Ooh, Spirit Antler. Okay, that's... Oh, we can... There we go. We've got the space now because I used the potion. So, where to go next? We could go that way. We're right in the center of the circle, so we're quite lucky in that sense. I'm a little bit worried I haven't seen a bell. Oh, woodlings enter soon. So, there's going to be a boss in there because that's a loud noise. We could go this way. I think that's a portal, you know. I just realised it's like got a line across the map, so I think you can actually use those as portals to traverse the map. I'm being very cautious now because we are right in the... Oh, there's a bell over there, look. How do I get there? I have to go this way. Again, with that, I keep hitting E by mistake. I don't know why I'm doing that today. That is a boss. We're just going to run straight past him, because he will kick our ass. So this should be on this side of the door. We've got to be quick, though, because... the bells do fight back, by the way, so... That is a big boss. Shit. Right. Dead. That's a really bad experience for getting out. That's like, yeah. It's not been that bad. That's the first time I've had that kind of situation where a mini boss has engaged me while I've been fighting the bell. And then I was in the mist, and eventually the mist kills you. So, yeah. Unfortunate. You get all your XP, it's just a shame to lose your items again. It is a challenging game. It is not an easy game. It is, as I say, a bit Elden Ring / Dark Souls. It does have that brutality to it. But we got to level up, so we can check out our skills and talent. So we got a talent point that we can spend. What I did before was I got sneak focus, so attacks received 1 in stealth no longer take you out of stealth, so you stay in it. Whilst in stealth, you cannot be detected and will not make any sound if not moving. When performing light strikes with a dagger equipped, branch into sneak to quickly enter stealth. Oh, so does that mean like you can do some light strikes with the dagger and then crouch and immediately enter stealth? That might be pretty cool. We'll try doing that one. But yes, and now if I got the warehouse, as you can see, I lost all my items and everything I'd picked up, which is a shame. But I still have all of my basic gear. And, you know, I wasn't in there that long. It was like, what, 20 minutes? Less than that. So, you know, the rounds are pretty quick. And I didn't lose anything too valuable. Just, you know, bits and pieces that I will find again. But that gives you a good overview of the game. As I say, the playtest is going on for at least another week. At least. And they might extend it. So, go grab the game. Give it a go. It is a lot of fun. And if you have a few friends, definitely worth playing with friends. So you can take on some of the bigger enemies where I'm having to try and run away from them at the minute. But yeah, give it a go. Thank you very much for watching. See you all soon.